welcome Capricorn to your April reading. About said January, so maybe something happened for you in January, because I dang sure about said it. So maybe there's going to be something in correlation to this reading and something that happened, you know, in January. All right, so just so I can try and get all this in here. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do an oracle reading from the magical messages from your fairies. I'm then going to do a tarot reading for you. I'm going to clarify the tarot reading with the Kipper deck, and then I'm going to answer a question for you at the end. So all the decks have already been pre-shuffled, except for this one. I'm going to shuffle it at the end to tap into the energies more. I am also going to speak fast because, you know, they were getting to be like an hour and my schedule at work changed. So that's one reason why I'm late getting these out. And I've been saying in these videos that I was going to get these readings done like last week. Anyways, I'm late. So let's get started and see. Ooh. Ooh. Let me see if I can fix my camera here. Okay. I would just like to say, this card, this marriage card, flipped out when I was shuffling this deck. So, there it is again. Alright. So, Capricorn, we have right front and center for you this month, debt paid off. The old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. Your challenge here is this marriage card. This is going down because of some children. This could be your children, your ex's children, or the children you have together, or they're in this some way, shape, or form and affecting this dynamic. So, you've got debt paid off. Now, it sounds or seems like some money's coming through this month, okay? Now, this could be challenging your marriage. Because, and if you're not married, then it's whoever you're coming together with, okay? And I would say that that would be like on the love sector, you know, love department, okay? So, you know, this could be, because we've got children here, you could be getting a lump of child support this month that maybe you've been, maybe baby daddy was in the arrears or behind and something happened and he had to fork out some money, and then you get this, you know, a lump sum. You know, I've had that happen before back in the day, 20 some years ago when I used to get child support. You know, I'd get like I wouldn't get child support for about 6 months, and then all of a sudden I'd get a lump, like $1,000 in the mail, and it was because, you know, baby daddy had to pay that or they were taking his ass to jail. So, you know, this could be a situation or a scenario similar to that. So, but anyways, whatever the dynamic, there's money coming in some way, shape, or form for you. Now, it could be coming from the person you have children with. Like, let's say, for example, you've been like telling your spouse or your boyfriend, baby daddy, whatever, that you've been wanting money for something, okay? Well, it looks like that money comes through this month. And so that's going to put you in a catalyst at the beginning of the month to start researching and looking into things, because now you've got the money to go shopping and when I say go shopping, I don't mean like just to go out here and buy stuff and spend it. I mean, or you could be doing research like, what do I want to put this money toward? Because, you know, I want to start this and I need, you know, these few things right here on this list. So now I got to get on Amazon. I got to get over here and look here and see if I can find. And I got to go over here. So it's like you're getting prepared to do something. And whatever this is, the middle of the month, it's bringing in this healing energy for you. Healing, healed, and healer. So healing energy surrounds you and the situation. So whatever, if you don't have children, then you see how this little girl is like, oh yes, thank you Jesus. Her hands are down, she's embracing the sky, the sun that's shining upon her. So if you don't have actual children, this could just be your inner child. That, because here's a female, here's a female. So it's like, it could just be your inner child coming through like, yes, thank God it has arrived. Like, I've been asking for this. So whatever it is you're asking for either has to do with the kids, or it's just something you've been dreaming and thinking about for a long time. I mean, it could date back to your childhood, a childhood dream of some sort. So whatever this is, though, it is challenged by this coming together of something, okay? It's almost like, you know, there is two in this dynamic here, okay? Whether that's you and, let's say, a job, or you and a person, or you and a goal, okay? There is something that has been blocking this, like, from coming together 100% because I think of a money situation. So, there's going to be healing this month. And I'm just going to say that whatever this wedge is right here, this challenge, it may not be, and it could very well be that the middle of the month here, you're going to receive this healing from whatever distress that this situation has caused you. You're going to get that healing. Now, it may take a minute, though, before this dynamic right here then benefits from this healing. It's almost like you get the healing first, and then that will, as Obama would say, that will then trickle down into, you know, whatever this dynamic is for you. So I say that because we have over here at the end of the month, ask for what you want. Like, you need to, so this says let the universe and other people know what you need. So it's almost like, you know, if something has that, whatever this monetary thing is, I feel like it's put a wedge between you and something. You've had conflict somewhere, shape, or form with this dynamic. Whether that's you and a goal, you and a person, or you and a job, okay? It's put a wedge in there to where now you've gotten this healing energy from it. This is the middle of the month, to where, you know, you can kind of release that agitation, that aggravation, frustration, and you get the positive side of that, where you're able to relax, chill, and let go for a minute. You receive this healing energy, and then it's like, it almost gives you, because it's helped release and take this stress and anxiety off the situation, it then leaves you open at the end of the month to feel, I feel, to feel comfortable and relaxed enough to say, you know what, I need this to be like this and this and this. Okay, I want to do this, I want to go here, and this is how I want this to shake, right on, roll. So let's get this done and come up with the plan. So it's like you are then telling the universe what you need, or you're then telling whatever this is in this dynamic what you need, whether that's your job, whether that's a person, or some goal or something that's related to this money coming in. Okay. So, for you, you need to spend time with flowers as flowers will increase your personal healing power. So either you need to start like wearing perfumes or body fragrances that are made from flowers. And I don't mean like Bath and Body Works shit, okay? That stuff is full of chemicals. I mean like real actual flowers. So either buy flowers and put them around your house or in your room. Smell them. Like when you go to the store and you see that section of flowers, walk through it and start smelling the flowers. Because that right there is going to help with this, help back this healing. So for example, rose, okay? So a white rose will help to purify and to clean. So a red rose will help to open your heart to like real love. So like for example, if this dynamic here involves a boyfriend or a husband or a male in your life, a romantic partner, and you've been having some type of, trouble or a rift within your relationship, then, and it somewhat got you a little shut down or closed off, then take a Epsom salt bath and put red roses in the water, because that will help to heal your heart of old pain. And then pink roses does something to ignite the passion or the love within the relationship. Lavender has the power to like repair and heal your aura. There's all kinds of power behind each flower. So whatever ailments and or stresses you have on you this month, Google the stresses and what flowers are associated with them, and find out what it is, and then use those flowers to help yourself. So like even by like getting outside, and it almost seems too, because we've got child here and two little girls right here. So if you do have a little girl, she's going to be the one helping you heal this month, because she's here in the root of this reading. There's some type of money that you're getting, so it's either from, an association with her, or it's like around her. Like for example, if you're going to say, I want to start this business and do this side hustle, and so you've got a little girl, and I want to do this for her. I want her to see me be all that I can be, and me starting this business is going to show her the real woman that I am and the mother that I am, and it's going to help her, and then one day I'll leave it to her. So that could be like that dynamic and or scenario there. Now, so for the flowers, if you have a daughter and she's more drawn to like flowers and getting outside, because I mean look, we just had Easter. Was she out Easter egg hunting, and you felt maybe really drawn to that time with her, finding Easter eggs? So because she like, these are like water droplets, but they look like eggs. So she's out here like watering the flowers. So maybe getting outside and watering flowers in a garden with her is something that's going to help with this healing energy. So tap into the power of flowers, because that will help you in some way, shape, or form this month in your environment. So in the fall season, everything comes together and you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. So this is everything outside of you, in your environment. These things that you are trying to accomplish, these goals, taking steps now is going to help put in motion for these things to come together. So I would say, we're in spring right now, but if you start taking action steps right now, then by the summertime, you could be like in the thing, like you've started it, you're in it, because this is like getting it off the ground, the money to be able to go shop and to go buy and to get things organized and pay and get things set in motion. And then it's like, by the summer gets here, you're actually in the thing doing it. But then when the fall gets here, September, October, November, you're like, man, I did it. So, there is a momentum here that you have to go after, that you're working towards. And you do have fears around this situation of bringing whatever this is that you are trying to birth into existence here, create through this. You do have fears around it, but you need to, not let your fears get to you, because whatever this is you're trying to birth into reality, it's going to bring good blessings to you and to the world. That of your family, all that. So, look how we have affirmations, ask for what you want. These two are right up underneath each other. This is your outcome. There's a new moon at the end of this month that is also backed with like a lunar or solar eclipse. That sucker is going to be powerful. So when I tell you between now and the end of April, you need to be like asking, making a list of the shit that you want. Whatever it is you want, you need to be writing it down, because as soon as the moon goes 0% void, that's when I'd be outside looking up at the sky and telling the universe exactly what I want. You got double confirmation here that you need to be asking for what it is that you want. You don't have to know how or the when or the where. All you gotta do is tell the universe what you want, and they will deliver it for you. That will also help give you confidence to increase your manifestation power, like this card here. So, at the bottom of the deck, we have admit your true feelings to yourself, your wish is granted, get some exercise, and holiday. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. Which again, is over here in these two cards. Triple confirmation here. What you've asked for is coming true. As your body becomes stronger, you begin to feel stronger in all ways. The answer you're looking for can be found during a vacation, a retreat, or a holiday getaway. So, I would say that you do need to sit with yourself in the month of April and admit to yourself how you feel. What do you want to see change in that? What is it that you want this month? What do you expect from others and from yourself? And you need to talk these things out with yourself. And then you got to talk to them with yourself first. Because how else are you going to know what it is that you want? Because then once you figure out what you want, then you tell that to the universe. This is what I want. But first you need to figure out what it is you want first. And that's taking time to yourself and being honest and real about what it is that you want. So your wish is being granted. You have to set into, you've got to tell the universe what your wishes are so that they can grant them. And then, if you feel like whatever stress and or craziness in your life has kind of like done a number on you, then start slowly but surely doing something to exercise. Like get outside, and even if you live in like a tight-knit little community, get outside, walk to the stop sign and come back. Walk to the neighbor's mailbox and come back. When I was a child, I would ride my bike from my mailbox to my neighbor's mailbox, which wasn't far, but I would do that about 20 times, like during the day, and then in the evening, like in summertime when we were out. Now, when we were in school, I would do that when I got home from school. I would ride my bike, and that would help me exercise and lose weight, okay? Help me stay in shape. So there is some type of trip, a vacation, a retreat, or something that you're going to be taking. Now, I don't know if that's in the month of April or if that's going to be something that comes up in May. But whatever that is, you're going to find a lot of answers in that time period. Whether it's like epiphanies, or you're going to see something and you're going to have a realization. But there's going to be answers that come to you which make things a little bit more pleasant, that give you a little bit more peace. Like I said, though, that's the end of April to the end of May. I just cut the deck to be yourself. So you really need to, be true to who you are. Embrace who you are, because that's going to be the key to your confidence. Because I'm telling you, it's like, you know, if other people don't like you, who gives a fuck? And if it's your boyfriend or husband and they got a problem, that's a personal problem. That's their problem. That's not your problem. And I mean, if you are doing something that they don't like and they are kind of like mean or like at you about it, that's something they got to work out themselves. That's not for you to fix. So you need to like embrace who you are as an individual, because who you are as an individual is what's going to shake, rattle, and roll and get things done. If you're sitting over here being something that someone else expects you to be, then how are you going to get anything accomplished? You're not, because you're walking off the skirt tails of their shit, not your shit. If that makes sense. Okay. Well, right here in the center, we have the Five of Pentacles with abandonment. So, you know, it looks like you were abandoned by someone, whether this is like put out in the cold. This could be by, you know, a lover, your boyfriend, your husband, baby daddy, or this could be even losing a job, so to speak. So, you know, if you were worried about money, then no, because of that oracle card front and center, like there's money coming. I don't know when it's coming in April, but it's coming in April, okay? So, your challenge here is the Queen of Swords energy with resilience. You know, this situation has really done a number on you. This situation has made you turn inward. This situation has somehow made you a little bit more cutthroat, a little bit more stern, a little bit more independent, a little bit more protective. Now, could be a little cold and a little cruel, a little harsh, I'm sure, because I'm sure it does not take much for you to become cruel, harsh, and cold-hearted, okay, with this Queen of Swords here, okay? Like, this Queen of Swords, I know when I'm in Queen of Swords energy, and I'm going to tell you, boy, it doesn't take me, it's not fast at all to make me become, like, off with your head type shit. So, but, again, whatever has put you out in the cold, that's abandoned you, has made you become this Queen of Swords. Regardless of what sign, this is just the energy. So, even though you feel this emptiness and this coldness and this loneliness, there's an offer of some sort coming into you this month. We have the Knight of Cups here in the base of the reading. So this is all about romantic proposals, invitations, engagements, and attraction. Now keep in mind too that this Knight of Cups energy here, you know, this involves alcohol. So there could be, you know, a get together where there are people, you know, drinking, and someone, you know, gives you an offer or a proposal of some sort. Now, this is definitely love related because it's the emotions, it's the cups, but guess what? I mean, and this too is a general collective reading, but I mean, this person could be like, man, I've been wanting to, I've got this thing over here, and I've been wanting to do something with it, and you're like, you know, I've been looking for something like that. And they're like, I just need to get rid of it. Do you want it? If you can come and get it. And then you're like, oh my God, yes, I would love to come and get it. And then you go get it and you're like, your heart is just, oh my God, so in love. I got what I wanted. There was one of my wishes granted. So that's this Knight of Cups energy. But, you know, a knight can also be, a knight is also an action. So it's not the slowest knight in the deck, but keep in mind, the Knight of Cups does take his time. He is drinking, and he's about half lit when he gets there. So, you know, that's over a course of time. So just know that it's not a snail's pace like the Knight of Pentacles, but it's the Knight of Cups. So he's drinking while he's driving, so to speak. Don't be out there drinking while you're driving, okay? So, the beginning of the month, you've got news of some sort coming in. And that could have to do with, you know, around that debt paid off card, like the money or something coming in. So there's communication coming in. This is like inspired action. This puts something into motion for you. So you've been sitting here, like you enter into this month, this Five of Pentacles, where you are kind of like just shut off and withdrawn. And you're kind of like, you don't know exactly where you're going, but something comes in and it's like, whoop, there it is. Now, the middle of the month, okay, we do have the Tower up here with temptation. And it's not the Devil card, that's the Tower. But it's got temptation on it. No, hold on a second, hold on. Actually, that is the Devil card in this deck. I think they have it switched. Because the Tower card in this one is with the so in this deck, and I'm looking, but if it's going to take me a minute to find it, then I'm just going to give up, because, you know, I'm trying to keep these videos not too long. But the Tower card in this deck is the one with the ship at the bottom of the ocean, I think. No, that's that one. This is either the Tower or it's the Devil. I mean, I think it's the Tower, but then, you know, it's got temptation written on the bottom, which has me confused. So, this also came out in someone else's reading, and there's the Tower. Okay. See, I thought the Tower had a boat on it. Okay, so this is the Devil right here, this vortex. Temptation. So you just need to be around the middle of the month. Keep in mind, we also have Mercury going retrograde. You need to be mindful of people trying to, like, lure you in or seduce you in certain ways. And it's like, if it's not like people trying to lure, and there's two people right here. So this could be, you know, a masculine energy trying to lure you in, or, you know, this is you being focused on the material, negative thinking, or being trapped in a negative mindset or mentality from the past associated with this Five of Pentacles energy, this abandonment thing. So, but also keep in mind that because you're over here in this Queen of Swords energy, that you could be having people that helped create, because this Five of Pentacles is not like, it's not one person in the card. There's three people in that card. So there's other people involved in this. They could be coming back in trying to hold shit over your head from the past. Be aware of that. Be cautious of that. And don't let this, especially if you finally come out of this, you know, sad, depression, all the negative things associated with this Five of Pentacles card. If you come out of that, and then you know how it's usually like when you try to go do something, and it's like the negative Nancy's, they try to pull you by your ankles. No, don't go and don't do that. Stay down here with me. Don't leave me. But you're out here trying to, you know, rise above and live better, and they're comfortable down here on the ground. So it's like you get, you know, this money or whatever coming through for you this month, for you to take off and do things that shake, rattle, and roll. And then it's like, here they are trying to come back and throw shade at you about something you did in the past, or the way things used to be, or trying to start arguments, whatever. Be cautious of that. That's the middle of the month. Now, the end of the month, we have the Four of Cups here. Now, this is saying that there's boredom, okay? So, you could definitely, and look, there's that fucking Tower card. So, it almost feels like you've been through some shit here, Capricorn. So we have boredom right here. Four of Cups. So there is an offer, and there has been an offer extended to you. But it's almost like you're depressed. You might, you know what, your depression could be kicking in right here, and it's going to cause you to miss opportunities. It's going to cause you to feel stuck or stagnant. So be very careful about the end of the month. And I know that's Mercury retrograde doing its thing, okay, because it does it to me too. But you got to make sure that you stay on top of your mental health. And I think that's why those flower power cards came out telling you to, you know, work with flower essences to help yourself. So, you this month, we have the Three of Cups with, I mean, you know, this is reunion, but on the card it's reunion, but this card means celebrations, having a good time, parties, good conversation. So you're really feeling good about, I feel like once you get through this lull here, this kind of financial upset, you're going to be feeling great. I would just, you know, watch the toxic shit and also the depression, because that could kick back in at the, you know, the end of the month. You know, don't dwell on the past, I would say. And don't keep looking in the rearview mirror, because you're not going that way. You know, be forward thinking, forward focused, because there's a lot of growth coming in your environment. Like we've got here the Ace of Wands, and you've got the Page of Wands over here. So something at the beginning of the month comes in for you that's really going to give you this new inspired action. Like, that's the Ace of Wands coming in. That's growth. Like, whatever you've been through, it could have been this could have been like a dark night of the soul for you, but it was necessary. You needed this because it helped to create and mold you into this beautiful woman right here. Like, you need this woman right here in your life and in your personality, because she doesn't take no shit, and she knows when to tell people to fuck off, and knows when and how to tell people what to do and bark out and give orders. Especially if you're like, if this is around you starting a business, then you definitely need a Queen of Swords energy within your life, so you can delegate and tell people how you want your business ran, how you want them to act and behave while they're in your business. So you definitely have a lot of creativity, enthusiasm, brilliant ideas. A birth or fresh start here is this Ace of Wands. So there's definitely stuff coming in to uplift you and to give you positive inspiration and to inspire you and to get you going again, because you've been in some type of rut here. So in your hopes and fears sector, we have this Five of Swords with conflict. So there has been some arguments over here, and I mean, I would hope that I can speak on your behalf here and say that you're hoping, because we got another 5 here. Fives are all about, and we got 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's 555. Huge blessings are rumbling through your life. That's what 555 means. So you could be seeing that number sequence a lot. You know, you're hoping that the conflict is going to end. You're hoping that you're going to be able to find resolution. You're hoping that, you know, whatever is said and done is over with. It's in the past. You can move on. Now, I will say that, you know, this person right here that you're dealing with, they might still be up to the same shit of these petty arguments, because that's exactly what this is petty arguments. But whatever the deal, whatever the case, you leave April with the Tower. So however you leave it in the first of the month, you're going to exit it the completely opposite by the end of the month. So, and this says destruction. So, with the Tower, you know, is definitely a shocker. But I'm going to tell you, if you've been sitting here in a lull and not really knowing where you're going, just taking it day by day because that's all you can do, then you're going to be coming out of April completely different than that. So if you've been in a negative state, then you're going to be coming out the opposite, which is on a positive state. So I would say that this is an intense sudden change. Whatever this offer that comes in to give you this inspiration and to get things moving for you is really going to be a kick in the ass to get you started. So this is like a release of the old. It is a painful loss because you have to walk away from the old and the worn out so that you can find new. Now, this is a tower, a lightning strike moment. It could be the thing that blows this shit right here up with you and this person. Especially if you're like, I'm out of here. I'm going to do this. You're either going to be with me or sit down and shut the hell, either help me or sit down and shut the hell up type energy. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Swords, Seven of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. You have a lot of anxiety around this situation. A lot of sleepless nights, a lot of crying, a lot of worrying, a lot of tears. But just know there is an abundance of possibilities around you. This is something that is not going to happen overnight. This is something you're going to have to set goals and take action after little bit by little bit. Little steps make big dreams come true. And you do have sadness associated with this. But you've got to do something to get yourself out of this sadness, out of this depression. Alright, what is this Five of Pentacles here for Capricorn? Alright, so it's a man. It's geared around a man, an older man, who's wise, who's mature. He's concerned about something. Now, he is definitely in despair. So he is stuck to something of the past. Maybe a loss of money or something that happened about 3 to 6 months ago. But there's something that there's something associated with the past that it's almost like he can't let go of. He's still in despair over it. Now, this Five of Pentacles, this could also be this masculine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be you. It could be him. You know, he may be like, especially if you need money for something, he could be like, you know, I've already spent all my money. I don't know where the hell I'm going to come up with the money for this. And you're over here, this Queen of Swords energy, like, damn, why in the hell weren't you, like, setting shit aside or saving for a rainy day? Why are you spending all your money on this shit over here when we don't really even need all this shit? Anyways, this masculine is very concerned. But there is going to be an arrival, good messages, and I think it's going to really make you happy. It almost seems like... So, I just cut the deck to the marriage card. And also the little girl, the child card. So, this could be a dynamic between, you know, a husband and a wife. Just keep in mind that your child or your children, they are watching. And they are taking notes, okay? What is this proposal here? What is this proposal? Alright, so this now this is either this masculine, okay, the one that I said who was concerned, who showed up right here. This is either him or this is someone else that's coming in giving you an offer, okay? Wow, okay. Look at this. So we've got sudden wealth, great fortune, and the coffin card. So this has been you right here. You've been working. You've been focused. You've been, you know, paying attention to the detail, focusing on, you know, the things that at hand that you can do. Now, whether that's things around your house, like if you are a stay-at-home mom, or if you have taken on side jobs, to do a side hustle to kind of like help make ends meet because of this Five of Pentacles energy here, then that could be you. And this masculine here, because we have another male right here, he is focused upon his money, that's for sure. Okay, he might be, he might have been saving for a rainy day, but he didn't want to tell you about it. He might say, you know, I know where we can get some money. There's some money coming in, but there, with this money that comes in, there's also an end to something. So it could be that, you know, when this money comes in, there's an end to feeling like you don't have any, feeling like it's Five of Pentacles energy. All right, what is this Page of Wands here? Yeah, so here you are. You're inspired again, and you're working some way, shape, or form. There's some type of work you're doing right here, and it's definitely has a lot of newness, a lot of creativity, a lot of messages behind it, a lot of coming and going, a lot of traveling. You know, if you're over here, like, as the woman in this dynamic, then you're over here having to tell this masculine, you know, I got to work on this and get this here done, because it's going to actually take me somewhere, or it's bringing money in, or it's leading me to more stuff. And, you know, we've got kids to think about. He's watching you while you work. He's keeping tabs on you. So you're like having to take care of the kids. You're having to hold the house down. You're having to leave and go drop kids off, go pick kids up, come back. And he's in despair about something. Maybe it's a mentality or something he can't like let go of. I don't know. Something's happened in the past that's really kind of fucked up his thinking. It's got him in an old thought pattern. All right, what is this vortex here? So the marriage card wanted to flip out. Oh boy. Look, and there's the marriage card. So adjudication flipped out, and distant horizon. So look, I don't know. And then at the bottom of the deck, we've got this poverty card. This man thinking. Here he is trying to have a conversation with you, and there's a pathway opening up. There is something trying to come together. There's a pathway or a door opening up for you and this masculine to sit down and have a conversation. I guess this is like for you and him to get real about, are you two coming together, or are you going your separate ways? Because one of you feels like you've been handed out. You've been handed over to the wolves to fend for yourself. And, you know, those two that flipped out was adjudication and distant horizon. That distant horizon card means something happening in 3 to 6 months. And you've got adjudication here. So I don't know if you two are going to have to go to, I don't know if you're going to have to go to therapy in 3 to 6 months, or if you're going to actually see about getting a divorce in 3 or 6 months. What is this Four of Cups here? What is this Four of Cups? So there's going to be definitely messages coming in for you around money, especially, and there's definitely something opening up with this masculine too. Him trying to come in and sit down with you and have a conversation again at the end of the month. He's really all up in his head about whatever this is between you and him. And it seems like it's around money. But there's going to be a lot of messages of going back and forth with him. And one of you feels out in the cold. The other one of you feels fine. But he's going to be trying to communicate with you about this. So just know that. There's going to be a conversation here had between the two of you. What is this reunion card? Okay. So, just know that when this masculine, this month, when you and him sit down to talk, he is not going to be telling you everything. Okay? He's not going to be revealing everything. He's going to be keeping some things to himself. And you have to really be careful about the players in this card. Like, you see him, you know he's there, but you need to be like, what kind of angle is he trying to work here? Was he trying to pull over on me, or was he hiding? Because he's not telling you everything, and then you're over here, the female is watching, but she's got her poker face on. Like, how am I going to play this? So, just know that when you have these conversations with him, especially if he tries to come back in and swoop you off your feet like nothing happened, then he's up to something, so you need to watch out for that. While you've been out here either working your ass off or, you know, doing this side hustle thing, you've been out here like busting your ass making, you know, pennies and nickels, and you feel like you've been robbed in some way, shape, or form when it comes to him. And, you know, that could be him out. He could be like handing out to his family and his friends and, you know, giving all them his time and energy and attention. But then when it comes to you, you know, it's almost like he doesn't want to give you the time and attention, but he'll help everybody else out and go hang out with them. But how come he won't spend that time with you? He may try to play that, you know how sometimes men will play like they're sick or they've been down, but, you know, they just need you to, you know, give them some good love and then it will help lift them up or something. Anyways. So, we do have an Ace of Wands over here, which is usually the sex card. What is this Ace of Wands here? What is this Ace of Wands? Look, that daggone card came out again. So, you know, he's going to be coming over here, I think, trying to offer you sex. And, you know, it might be the thing that fixes your relationship or the coldness between you two. I don't know. You're going to have to decide how to work that one out for yourself, because this is going to be different, because it's all going to be based around how the poker face that you're playing. You're going to have to play your cards right when it comes to him, okay? But there is going to be a conversation with him at your home, probably in like the living room or something, and I'm sure he's going to be offering you some type of gift or trying to smooth you over or win you back over. So, you know, you're going to have to play your cards right in that. What is this Tower? What is this Tower? So this is messages. Going back and forth with him. Again, messages with him. So there's something here that this conversation that's held between you and this masculine, there's a change for sure in the communication sector. I will say that. There's a definite change in the communication. I would say that over the next 3 to 6 months, it's going to improve. You still may feel like in this dynamic with this masculine that you are over here working your ass off and getting paid pennies and nickels. It's almost like this masculine needs and needs and needs and needs and needs, and he's concerned all up in his head about your relationship or whatever. But you're over here like trying to put in genuine effort. You're working hard to fix and recuperate this relationship, but it's almost like your efforts that get put into trying to fix and repair are not getting noticed. I know it's all of a sudden gotten dark. I'm sorry. So just make sure that you are aware of that. I don't know if this is someone that you're going to stay with in the future, because, you know, that adjudication card kept coming out. And that's like going before a judge and coming up with a plan on how you can separate. So, it may, yeah, I just cut the deck to the Lovers, the choice card. So, I think at some point in time, you and this masculine are going to have a choice whether you can make this work or not. But go ahead and think about your question. I'm now going to answer it with the angel answers. Alright, angels, what messages do you have for Capricorn in the month of April? I'm looking for a 1-card message. You know, now here comes on November Rain with Guns and Roses. Trust. Okay, so if I look at the bottom of the deck. Alright, so there's recovery, abundance, success, be assertive, there's something better. So you need to trust and have faith in this moment, in the timing, because there is abundance here for you. There is success. You need to be assertive and only say yes to what you want, okay? But keep in mind that the way you're seeing it may not be the way it actually needs to go down, because there's something better in store for you in whatever it is that you asked. So you just have to have trust and continue to take action and continue to go after, because when you put action in and you go after, even though it may not be the right thing, the more you keep knocking and opening the doors, it's going to lead you to the right thing. So just keep going and keep striving and keep trying to achieve, because you're eventually going to get there. So that's what I have for you. Oh, and I just cut the deck to a yes. So it's like you may not in April find exactly what it is that you're, asking about, because it's almost like you have to go down a path to find it. You've got to discover it. It's out there. Like, you're here and it's over here. So you're going to have to go through life in the month of April until to finally you get there. And you will find it. You just have to work to it. Work your way to it. Okay? So if you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. If this hit onto your situation and I was right in any way, shape, or form, please leave me some feedback and let me know. Because that will give me some peace, because I'm trying to tell you, I got a little uncomfortable there for a minute. I don't like to tell anyone that they're just looking into your situation was like, there's a relationship dynamic that has not been good, and I don't know if that's leading to separation or divorce later down the road. I mean, I would not wish that on anyone. But just let me know your thoughts on that if you don't mind. And subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber. If you like oracle readings, I do those over on Facebook, completely different style. I did post an oracle reading to the YouTube channel. It's like the Blessed Bee Oracle or something like that, and I clarified it with the Halloween Oracle. So, there's a snippet of what I do over there, but also a different style of reading. And Capricorn, this is where I leave you. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you again here next month. Take care. Namaste.